saw a bunch of cool things. Didn't, but didn't want to pick up anything at this flea market. Uh, now I'm wondering if I just hold on to these and just utilize it. Maybe I'll go into the game store, see if there's anything I got to get. Because now I got some trade bait. But I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking either way. So let's turn this bitch around. So, definitely not going to the ghetto flea market, even though people probably would say that's a ghetto one. But there was one more ghetto than that one. But I really enjoy Next Generation's flea market. And I actually like this one coming up, but it doesn't have a lot of new stuff a lot. There's tallies right here. Almost got me. Tallies right there. The Tallies Cafe. And, actually, right behind the Tallies is historic 66 Generations Antique Mall. That's a good flea market too, but it's just I go there probably once a month, give or take. Usually they have a bunch of cool stuff, but that's the place right there with the green sign to the just past Tallies. That's where I picked up the WWE Spinner Championship belt for $20. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna hit off two more places. At least. I'm gonna hit the one vintage stock that's a little further out. And then go hit the game store that wrapped it up for the day. You know, I'm wondering if I'm pretty sure I didn't get holiday pay for working Good Friday. That'd have been nice, but I bet money I didn't. So here we coming up. Oh, what's funny coming up is the old AAA baseball stadium that they leveled a while ago, but the AAA team moved into another part of the city. But what was cool, there's this place for it's a water amusement park back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. It was called Big Splash. And now it's like Safari Joe's something. They did change the slides, the big slides you can see coming up to my right in a little bit. The main stretcher, the whole wood stretcher is the same, but the slides, they kind of changed it up. There was one where it just shoots right down and then shoots out. That one was called the Silver Bullet. That one is been modified. And I think because of it's modified a little bit. It's not straight down as it was. They kind of bumped it out a little bit. And there's several funny stories. There was one I heard when I was a child. So, when you're a child, you believe some stuff people will tell you. So, what I heard is, and it always scared me to do the Silver Bullet, is that I heard if you had your arms out sticking out, going down the silver bullet, that your arms would be cut off. And remember, I'm saying this, that I was a child when I heard that. So, yeah, your arms would be cut off. I don't know how, but somehow it would cut your arms off. And also was my brother. I believe this a bit more believable. My brother told me there's this giant, no, this big wave pool that he actually saw some turds floating in there. It's like, you know what? I believe that. I mean, people pee in pools all the time, so I mean, it's got to happen eventually, when someone's gonna shit in the wave pool. But I miss going to that. I might want to see if me and the woman wants to go to that. I hadn't done that in a long time. I think it'd be fun to do something like that. And I prefer nowadays the water amusement parks than the amusement parks, normal amusement parks, because a lot of times with like roller coasters, and I can't handle anything that spins. I used to, but not anymore. Especially now I got older, with anything that spins, I get sick easily. And that's a shocker, a fucking accident. Holy shit. This guy's, it probably looks worse than it actually is. This guy's, trailer popped off, and I think this guy ran into it and popped off his trailer. So it looks worse than it really is. Knowing, being me as, you know, a trailer mechanic, it's not really that bad. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind going to do the water amusement parks again. And actually, when I started having high blood pressure issues, and like in the late 2000s and the 2010s, and I still have blood pressure issues, but it's mainly handled through medicine. I've been really good with blood pressure ever since. But the last time I ever went to a theme park that I got onto either a roller coaster, I think it was a roller coaster, and I started to pass out. I almost fainted on the roller coaster because of my blood pressure. I don't know, I think I went way too low, and I fainted. I was about to faint. So after that, me and the late wife, we decided to go hit up the water park. And what sucks, that day we got the false sense of security with with the being in the water, that both me and her, we got major burnt. She got it way worse than I did. Her whole back was covered in blisters, and she actually had to have her father take a towel and run it across her back to. Whoa! This guy almost rear-ended me. But Yeah, she had her father take a towel and rub it her back and get rid of all those blisters. I felt bad for her because I didn't get as bad as she did. I was able to work while she had to go to the hospital. So that sucks. And yeah, like I said, I was able to work while she couldn't. What sucked, I was laying on the freaking creeper, and every time I laid on it, oh my god, my back was hurting from the burns. That's why anytime I do anything, wow, this guy's just being an asshole. You know the guy in that white Focus right there, or Focus? It's just being a fucking dick. Oh, we're coming up to my left. Is the Red Roof Inn where I lost my virginity long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Or, well, I guess wouldn't it be a galaxy really, really close? And then coming up soon is the hospital that I was born in. Coming up, it's in the pink big building that has been morphed into this crazy giant hospital that's just outrageously huge. So I don't want to hear the hospital's not making any fucking money when this thing like tripled in its size. Actually, I would say quadruple the size since I was born. So I don't want to hear these freaking people in medical, I'm not making any money. Well, when freaking this hospital just blew up. Was my mom used to work in one of these buildings long time ago, and she would take me to the daycare that's not in the same vicinity. And I used to really like that daycare because they had these giant blocks. To me, they are giant. And I'm wondering how big they really were nowadays. I would love to go in and see if they still have these giant big blocks. Because I would always want to get to the biggest block they had. Sometimes I couldn't, sometimes I could. But it was like you crawl to one block and you get on another block. Then you crawl to get on the next one. So to me, I feel like they're like 5 feet tall, when I would guess they're probably maybe 3 feet, maybe 2, maybe 3 feet. But I would love to see if I can remember anything. Well, minus of course those big blocks I was talking about, but I would love to go and, check out old places that I used to be. Like, I would love to go my old school, see how it looks nowadays without, them being worried about something happening. I was like, no, I just want to check out the school. Because I'm like, I went to school here. I would like to see if anything changed, if it looks the same. I'm wondering, it's sad because all these crazy school shootings and all the crazy things that has happened in schools. ruin it for people like me where I want to go in and check out the old school just because I want to be nostalgic to it. And then what sucks, my old elementary school is damn near gone. Because there used to be the buildings that they were using was a bunch of those trailer buildings, so they were extremely easy to remove them. So I think they were thinking that eventually either they'll build actual schoolroom buildings. Oh shit! I believe that was Steve Callan. It's Steve Callan with those peeping eyes. What's up, bro? See, that's what's bullshit about freaking the app on here is that I would prefer to see the chat at all times. Because when someone says something, it flashes for like a few seconds. I want to read the message and see who it was. But it doesn't give you enough time. It just flashes, and I had to hit the freaking message thing. Uh-oh, I say cop. He's back there, but it's nothing while I'm doing illegal. I mean, shit. I could be on the fucking phone just playing SVR. Oh, SmackDown versus Raw. Isn't it Raw versus SmackDown? But yeah, there's Copper in the middle lane, about a little back behind me. But I guarantee you while I'm there, it's not illegal to do this. I mean, technically, I could be recording footage of seeing if something happens, right? I don't think this is illegal at all. Because it's not like I'm on watching TV. I don't even think it's an actual cop car. It's rolling up to my right now. No. It's someone in an old police car. They even had the whole thing torn off. A bad strip job on the freaking police. At least take the freaking nose guard and the lights off of it, asshole. Make it less likely as cop car, dickhead. What's up, Bam? Casey's going to jail! Oh. I'm coming too close. I think I just passed where my old apartment was. Yeah. My old apartment was horrible here. Dude, it was the first apartment I finally got to get out of my parents' house. I moved in with my girlfriend at the time. And, oh, shit! Oh, yeah, I moved in with the next girlfriend of mine, and we checked out this apartment here, and the whole thing sucked because it felt like I was already there for a year while it was only really less than 6 months. It sure hell felt like 6 months with all the crazy bullshit was going on. And I wasn't innocent at all. I mean, the woman was smoking pot all the time, and she was doing some crazy stuff that I didn't like. And I eventually told her I didn't want to be with her no more. I started talking to the person who became my wife because I was not happy with the relationship I was in, and I was trying to break up with this woman. I tried to break up with her several times, and I was like, and she did stupid stuff where like she was threatening to kill herself. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Alright, I'll be nice and let you through, even though you're stupid to turn left here. You guys are stupid to cross this area and go left. This is a really heavy area. But yeah, now we're getting further into a bad area. This is you really don't want to be. You don't want to go to this gas station. What was crazy, I think it was one of the years me and my late wife, we came down here and we went to this quick trip to my right. And it was me and my best friend and my late wife running around. And I guess the car right beside of us was getting broken into. We're like, oh man, what the fuck are we gonna do about this? So, nope. This gas station and the next quick trip down the road behind me, no thank you. I don't take no chances here anymore. What's crazy, I have told this story before. This is right after I moved back from Oklahoma, and I hadn't found a job yet, but I was lonely because, I just lost my wife, and I was lonely, and I wanted someone. So I went to this bar and couldn't hear shit. Like right now, I swear I'm like nearly deaf, anyways, because of two reasons. Because one, the loud music I play, and also, oh gosh, and the kind of work environment I'm in. I have very, I have some hearing loss. I mean, I can hear, like, there's a certain volume of sound that I can't hear. It's like right in the middle. I can hear low, I can hear high. It's somewhere in the middle. I am having a hard time hearing. So, yeah, I have deaf spots. So a lot of times that's why I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to need a hearing aid in the future. Shit, I hate to say this. I told my mom this. She's been going, she's been having hearing loss lately, so it's been really bad this past year with her hearing. And I actually told her, I was like, Mom, I think you're losing your hearing. So, I hate to tell her, tell her that again. But, yeah, she's losing her hearing. And I'm thinking I get that kind of, I think I got that also. I hate to say this, but I think I got that also from her, too, where I'm starting to losing my hearing. I mean, a lot of times I would say, what? Because I don't know if it's because I didn't hear you, or just need a second to process what you said, or what? Or probably mixture of both. You know what? I'm getting a little thirsty. See, the next quick trip coming up, I wouldn't mind going to. I'd go there every once in a while, get gas and other stuff. But we have some bad areas you don't want to go around. People, luckily, I never had a problem. Maybe because maybe I look like one of those people you don't want to fuck with. Probably mainly when I'm all in a pissy mood. I really don't look like you don't want to mess with. But yeah, that's why I'm in a pretty damn good mood today. I mean, to me, even though tough guy Casey, that's hilarious. Well, I mean, sometimes you have to be a tough guy. I mean, some of the bullshit you have to deal with in personal life and professional life, you have to have some thick skin and you have your bullshit detector on when someone's, serving up a bunch of bullshit to you. But I'm gonna trade on the Saturn. I mean, on another note, I'm gonna, even though I'm more of a Drew and Ken's person right now, I've been slowly drifting away from Joe's show. But I've been watching it. It's just lately there's some stuff that happened. It got weird between me and Joe. And I don't hate Joe at all. I think he did a great job with the whole doing the interview with Don Tony. I think he had a great interview with him. He had some good opinions about wrestling. And that's what really got me into Joe back then, is his wrestling opinion and his character. So, I mean, I don't hate Joe. I wouldn't mind coming back and saying hi, but there's some, I hate to say this, there's some toxic people in the chat, like Paul 3. You know why? He's supporting his family. There's nothing wrong for the guy who want to support his family. I mean, at least the guy has a normal job. I mean, but gosh, I would have to, if I was making a real living like he was doing, I probably would be doing YouTube full time as well. But you either have to stay on top at all times to make money, or eventually you have to get back in the workforce. So at least he's smart enough to get back in the workforce. But I mean, I know you got some of you guys I understand what you guys are saying, and I kind of agree to a point. But no, I don't hate the guy. I want to see all of us getting back together. I want to see the whole community come back together as it was. Like, even, I think, like 3 years ago. I think it was 2018. It was right around there when it was the best. And then 2019, everything started, maybe late 2018, everything started falling apart. It just, I would like to see the whole community coming back together. I mean, I had a freaking blast last night with Garguts and Jesse J. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I don't know why he did that. That was weird. I mean, I know I was critical about Joe, and maybe he thought I hated him. I'm like, no, I don't hate you. I just critical of certain things, and maybe I said some. I'm not innocent, and I might have said some harsher things than I should have said. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not perfect, especially if I'm in a bad fucking mood. And when a lot of times when I'm in a bad mood, it rains, it pours, right? When I'm in a bad mood, mainly when I'm fucking driving. Oh, I agree with that old school gamer. I think he does need to take a break. But I agree with that. But oh, I know a lot of us got burnt from that community, but I just want to people. I don't even think just about getting back to with Joe. I want the community to get back together. That's why, like right now, I have no problem with Drew's show. Our corner is perfect. How I see it. I mean, well, not perfect, but it's the best. And then you got Ken's, you know, is just about there. But I want to see everyone to get back together. And yeah, I agree, Bam. It's not going to happen. And it's sad. And it's not just Joe about that. That's the people who's doing like, I want to move away from this spot. There's the people who wants to tear us apart because they know what certain person, rage out about because they take a certain spot of something out of context and then they'll send it to Joe, Drew, or Ken, and then they take it completely out of context and split the whole community out again. I found a better spot. Right. So, no, I understand why, and I respect your guys' opinion about that too. Because I was mad. I'm not gonna lie, I was mad about the whole thing with Joe blocking me on Twitter. I'm not gonna say who kicked. I'm not gonna say Joe kicked me out of Discord, because there's mods to do that, and there were some things that got me mad. Why I left. Well, you send your nudes around. So, well, I mean, hey, I mean, if they want my nudes, I mean, I'll give them my nudes. I mean, if someone wants to see my penis, I mean, why not let them see my penis? Nah. You have to be someone I'm interested to get a dick pic from me. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here, and after this one, I'm going to go to the game store, and I will be done after that because I got to at least mow the backyard because the backyard is a freaking jungle, and this is a good weather to do it. It's 55 degrees and perfect mowing weather. And what sucks, I'm starting to get some people in, and I'm at the next store. So I'll be back in about 10 minutes ish. GMTA just got in here, and now hearing you about dick pics. Hey, someone brought it up, GMTA. It's not like I just want to randomly start to talk about dick pics. Bam said about nudes, so what was I played off that, but I'll see you guys in a few.